Early voting for Georgia's Senate runoff election has already broken records.
State election officials say more than 239,000 Georgians cast their ballots yesterday, and that beats the previous one-day early voting record of more than 233,000 votes, which was set back in 2018. The pivotal runoff election in the state's U.S. Senate race between Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock and Republican Herschel Walker is just 1 week away. So for more on this, we want to bring in Nikole Killion, who's on Capitol Hill for us this morning. All right, Nikole, what's driving the early voter turnout for this runoff election?
Well, I think it's some of the same dynamics we saw in the general election and in the primary, in that, this election is significant to voters in the state. There has been a heavy push by both candidates to get out the vote. And so voters are responding. I think the number that you showed on the screen ultimately ended up being higher than that. I believe, according to state election officials, that total was closer to 300,000 voters who showed up yesterday for early voting, which was a single one-day record for the state. So that does speak volumes in terms of voters' engagement and interest in this race, especially with it being a runoff, because typically we do see turnout more depressed during a runoff. We also see typically turnout more depressed during midterm elections. And in both instances, Georgia has really kind of defied the odds from that standpoint by this record-setting turnout.
As you know, former President Barack Obama will campaign for Senator Warnock this Thursday. What's on tap for his second visit to the state, Nikole?
Well, a lot of this is really just to emphasize what we just discussed, and that is to get out the vote. One of the challenges that both candidates face is that, they don't necessarily benefit or may not benefit as much from their standard bearers for the party coming down to the state. So in the case of Senator Warnock, having Joe Biden come down to the state may not be as beneficial for him, because Joe Biden is not that popular in Georgia. His approval ratings aren't very high in the state, and so bringing in someone like, instead, former President Barack Obama, who has more popularity with some voters in the state, particularly African-American voters, could help to get that message out, to motivate voters to get to the polls. And similarly, in terms of Herschel Walker, there's some new reports this morning that former President Donald Trump is unlikely to come to Georgia. He did not come during the general election bid, even though he has endorsed Herschel Walker. Instead, we see Walker, who has really been relying heavily on Governor Kemp's support. Of course, Governor Kemp won re-election resoundingly against Stacey Abrams in that general election. So that's why you're kind of seeing these candidates put out these bigger surrogates who they think can have the biggest sway with voters.
Listen, before we let you go, we just mentioned the passing of Democratic Congressman Donald McKeachin in Virginia. Overwhelmingly was reelected in the Richmond area. What happens now? What does this mean for Democrats in the House?
Well, it does make things a little more precarious in the sense that the margins are very narrow already in the House currently, and will be once again in the new Congress, of course, with the Democrats in the minority. So this is a heavily Democratic district that Congressman McKeachin represented, and while it is a huge loss to the Commonwealth, it is likely that there will be a special election at some point. I believe it's up to Governor Youngkin to set that date, and so that will ultimately be how things play out. But until then, it is a vote and a seat that Democrats don't have in this current Congress or the next one until he is replaced.
All right, Nikole, for us on the Hill. Thank you, Nikole.
You bet.